My name is Timothy Anete. If you sell physical products, irrespective of any kind, I'm going to take you through a detailed process. I'm going to hand you very unique strategy, from my personal experience, observations, and interactions from prospects, clients, and even those that have attended my trainings. One of the key things I observe and I keep hearing from them is inability to sell more. This doesn't mean that they are not selling. Most of them are actually selling 1, 2, 3, 4 in a day, 5 in a day, but they really want to sell more. Most of them have a full factory, all right? So, and they are struggling to sell more. Most of them have a very full warehouse. Most of them, their shops are stocked. Most of them are e-commerce, all right? Most importantly, if you only do mini importation and or maybe you understand the local sourcing e-commerce structure, this video will guide you on the best approach to sell more products, physical products, to sell more physical products daily, better than you've ever done. This is irrespective of the kind of product that you may be promoting. All right, so quickly, like I said, it doesn't really matter if you are a total novice. So as long as you are ready and you have the products to promote, even if all you know how to do is share your product images on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, asking for people to share, repost, or tweet. That has been some of the people's most loved strategy. All right, so if that is all you know how to do, relax. I'm going to share some strategies that have worked for me and I'm very sure would work for you. All right, so before we go, I would like you to do me a small favor. Share this video to reach more people. Give me a thumb up and also leave a comment once you are sure you got value after watching this video. And don't forget, if you are new here and you've not subscribed, there is a subscribe button there, and then also remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can always get to see my video. All right, so quickly, let's go. All right, to start with, sympathy is not a marketing strategy. Sympathy is the least marketing strategy you can ever implement. I've read so many things on many occasions. A lot of people talk about try to guilt trap people to buy their products, try to gain some sympathies from their connections on social media, family, friends. They try as much as they can to make you, to forcefully push their product to you. All right, so I've seen that. I'm sure you've seen that as well. If you are one of those that have been seeking sympathy online for your products, I tell you, sympathy is the least form of marketing as a strategy. It's the least form of marketing strategy. Don't ever try to apply the root of sympathy. But I always advise, and I've always said this, even in this content, I have also included, people feel their way to buying decision, but not when they feel the sympathy on your part. People feel their way to buying decision, but not when you clearly expose the guilt trap strategy that you are trying to, project. I'll explain how most of the people I've interacted with, most of those I've helped to review their social media, how they have been guilt trapping people, how they've been trying to implement sympathy strategy. It's very easy for you to come up and say things like, my product is the best in town, but why am I not getting sales? I have 5,000 friends. You are my friend and you are not patronizing me. Is that fair? Let me start deleting some inactive friends on this platform. I can't have 5,000 friends and they are not buying my product. I've seen a lot of stuff like that. And you wake up one day, you post 5 product pictures on your page and nobody clicked even a like, and you have 5,000 friends. I totally understand. It can be very discouraging, but nobody came on social media to buy. That's one thing most of us do not know. So that particular strategy has never worked and may never work. All right. The list is actually endless. So a lot of people have tried different manual structure like that. When you write things that you are expected to get likes and nobody no share, nobody even asks you how much, even when you don't state the price, and you think this thing is actually appealing. It's something people need, but people don't just buy. They find a reason why they should buy. All right, when you try to write that way, the only thing you are trying to do is trying to guilt trap people. You know, they should feel guilty and ask you about your product, about what you have for the day, you know, about the deal. They should rush down to your page and start searching for your product so you don't unfriend them, right? That's actually your expectation when you write things like that. You are my friend and you don't buy from me. I have 5,000 friends on this page and nobody is buying. It's time to unfriend inactive people. No. The funny thing is that those people that you call inactive people are actually the most that buy. You see, those ones that interact with you very often, those close friends, they need most time, they never get to buy. So what are you supposed to do to convert those you think are inactive friends to consistent customers? Now, this is it. This strategy has never worked. Trying to guilt trap anybody has never worked. It's not a strategy. I don't know where some of us learned that from. You try to, you know, in Africa, in Nigeria, most importantly, where I am from, most times we try to be very entitled. Most people try to be very entitled. Like, because we became friends on Facebook, automatically everything you post, I'm supposed to like and comment, whether it makes sense or not. Automatically, every of your products that you post, I'm supposed to buy. So that's the entitlement you've projected there. Whether you've even been able to give me the reason why I should look at your product twice or not. All you know is that once you post, I am supposed to ask you how much and buy. Right? It's no strategy. It has never worked. I didn't connect with you to buy your product. 3 things take people to social media: to connect with friends, and family, to gain information, and to be entertained. Those are the 3 things that bring people to social media. Nobody, including you, has picked up your phone like this. That's okay today. Let me log on to my Facebook. I want to go and buy a product on Facebook. Have you ever woken up one day and said, okay, today I feel like buying something on Facebook? You picked your phone and, for example, you search for iPhone on iPhone 12 to buy. Have you ever woken up and decide to go to Facebook? You just woke up and you're like, okay, let me go to Facebook. I want to buy something today. I really don't think any one of us has actually done that. But every day people buy. Why do people buy? People buy because they have found a reason. There is something called unique strategy. When people are sharing content on social media, your product images are not supposed to just be displayed and you expect your contact to start reacting to it immediately. Henceforth, I will advise you, do the following things I'm going to share with you. Forget about what you have been practicing in the long run that has never worked. I know you've tried. You are almost giving up as human, but these strategies work. It's not something I'm trying to let you test. It works and it will work for you. First, spell out your why factor in every product you sell. Now, nobody buys without a reason. Nobody on this earth buys without a reason. Now, this is it. Even when you know, 2 things I've always advised. Whenever you are prospecting, whenever you are carrying out your marketing, make sure that nobody is at a logical state. None of your prospects is at a logical state when you are calling. At the moment they get to your offer stage, make sure they are not at a logical state. Make sure you've taken them out of their logical state to a very emotional state because people feel their way to buying decision. You need to be at the top of their emotion. How? Irrespective of your physical product. Your why factor should make me already start seeing myself on a very beautiful pair of shoes being admired. Your why factor should give me advanced reason why I need these products. If it is perfume, fragrance, okay? If you are selling fragrance, I should see there should be a why, there should be a reason why I should get that perf. All right? It's a designer perf, I know. Why should I get it? Now, these are the things you sit down and pick out your why factor. All right? These are things you sit back and then pick a paper, pick a pen, or take up your PC and then type out your why factor on these products. If you are selling skincare, sit back and then put out your why factor. A lot of people have patronized some skincare products that left with high level of hydroquinone. Some of them have dark knuckles. Some of them have pimples, different reactions. Why should they trust your own brand? Why should they buy your own skincare products? All right? If you are selling even as simple as pen, biro, pen, why should they buy your ball pen? Why should they buy your own pen? All these things, there must be a why factor. So you don't just post, okay, you've taken pictures of your product and then you push it, 48 products on your products page, on your timeline, and your next expectation is let your phone start buzzing. You've already entered WhatsApp me, call me. You are expecting your phone to start buzzing 5 hours after. No like, no comment, no share, no call, no WhatsApp message. And you start feeling like this entrepreneurship thing, they didn't explain to me well. No. You know, it happens. You are like, this business is not easy. I rather start having a rethink. This is what you are missing. And you ought to go back, sit back, and analyze these things rightly. All right? Nobody buys without a reason. Let me remind you again that no one came to Facebook. You know, I said it before. No one came to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to buy. No one came to either of these platforms to buy. Okay, two things. Like I said earlier, useful information, educational updates. These are the things and entertainment that bring them. The people after a whole stressful work day, they come to unwind. People come to social media to unwind. If your products have the right information, that if you know, of course, people don't just stop when they are scrolling on timeline. This social media is so busy now. But if you have the right product that aligns with their need, they will buy. Now, why would they buy? That's the why factor. Okay, they come back and they are scrolling, they see something that aligns with them, and they have seen a why factor there. That's why content, none of the products we are putting on social media should go without unique content. All right, I see a lot of people try to put up products without unique visual. You know, you don't just post product image anyhow you take it. Okay, some will be holding the product at hand. They will hold the product and they just want to snap. Okay, for example, you see someone taking a picture, for example, this pen, they will just take a picture of the pen, and the next thing the hand is showing, and then the pen is just there. For real? And then you just post the product like that, and then you tell me, buy your big pen at affordable price. These are the only thing you are telling me. I have big, I have pen, or I can easily buy from Malam. You are selling footwear, and then I pass through different markets, especially for those in Lagos. I pass through different markets and I see shoes every day. Why should I stop and patronize yours? And then we have different dresses in Nigeria. You did not even tell me about how this one can go with my kaftan, how this one can go with my senator, how this one can go with my agbada, how this particular color can go with this particular color. how this occasion needs this particular one, how I'm going to be feeling when I am on top of this particular one, how my reputation comes to play when I'm on this particular shoe, the kind of events this shoe can be worn to. You've not even given me a wow factor, a why. You've not given me a reason. You've not even tried to let me know why this is very important for me to get. All right. Secondly, before you upload any of your products, be sure to answer the questions to yourself first. You know, one of the things we do is that we are eager to push it out there. I say this, when you write your content and you want to push it out, first of all, sit back, put yourself as a customer, put yourself as a prospect, read it again. Does it convince you? If you come across, if, for example, the product image you want to post, if you were scrolling on the social media page and you saw that page, does it look appealing to you? Does the content attract you? Does the content make you want to spend a little time and read through it again? Does it make you pause? Now, as a customer, judge yourself to see if the reason is deep enough to let them buy. So now you are the customer, you are the prospect, reading your own content, reading your ad content. All right. Okay. So otherwise, tweak further on your why factor. Why factor is one of the key things that has given people more sales and has made people lose sales because they just post for no reason. You know, two things. People buy more of wants than needs. So the moment you let them understand that they don't need it, they won't buy it. But if your why factor helps bring out the wants in them, they will easily buy. Because people feel their way to buying decision. Imagine me thinking that although I have so many shoes, the moment you allow me to go back to remember that I have so many shoes at home, that I don't need this particular one again, I won't buy. But at the moment where I come across your ad, your content, your post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and then I see that this is actually a very beautiful pair of shoes, and then you spell out a wow factor, and then you allow me to get into it and allow me picture that I may have a wedding in the next 2-3 weeks that I am to attend, or I have a cocktail event, or I have a dinner, or I have a date, or I have an event, just push the why factor to me. And then you let me picture the kind of dressing that this will go with. And then the audience receptivity with my appearance. The moment I start seeing myself in that particular pair of shoes, automatically something moves in me emotionally and psychologically. The moment I start feeling, once I feel it, I can buy it. But the moment I leave, you allow me to leave that particular moment and remember my home, and remember my bill, and remember school fees and other stuff, other of my responsibilities, the interest automatically goes. That's why the moment you spelled your why factor, you should not leave them hanging. It's at a point of immediate offer. Spell out your why factor and then raise your offer immediately. All right, your call to action straight up with a unique offer. Okay, so at that point, the feeling is there. All right, so even if you are selling fashion items, which I've just explained, all right, you should be able to give a winning why by points. All right, a winning why by points. You should be able to give a winning why by points, despite what we are selling: fashion items, skincare, bags, furnitures. Just tell me, whatever, food stuff, whatever, phones, gadgets, and the rest. You should be able to give a winning why factor, winning buying why, winning why buy, yeah, why buy points, a winning why buy points. Why should I buy? You don't need them to ask. While they are reading, they should already picture out the why. All right, don't sell a single product. Don't sell a single product. You do yourself a disservice selling a single product, because already, like I told you, internet is littered. Sit back. If you are selling skincare, so go to Instagram. check out how many people are selling skincare products. If you are selling bags, go to Instagram, check out how many people are selling similar things. If you are selling footwear, check how many people that are selling similar things. If you are selling eyeglasses, check out how many people that are selling similar things. Whatever you are selling, is it mobile phone, other gadgets, computer, electronics, check out how many people are selling it everywhere. So what should you do? Don't be like others. Don't sell a single product, especially if you do not have a very huge advertising budget. And secondly, if your margin on each product is not huge, if it's not a high ticket product that you know that your margin is quite wide, don't sell a single product. Right? What should you do instead? This is hard. I understand. Quite all right. It's not that easy, but I have to write to you and tell you this straightforward as a Nigerian first. All right? As a Nigerian, listen to me. But I know this will work for you anywhere in the world. But first, I'm speaking to my people. I have experienced this practically in the Nigerian markets and other neighboring Africa. I know how these things work. Single product, and then struggling to make a 1,000 Naira profit is a big stress, right? Making 1,000 Naira profit or less will be difficult to sustain that business. As a matter of fact, you will run out. You will say it doesn't work. You will accuse whoever introduced the business to you. Even if you are selling for survival's sake, it will not, you can't even survive with it. You will not be able to survive, all right? If you have different products in similar categories, this is what you should do. By that, I actually mean they complement each other. For example, you are in fashion, and then you sell eyeglasses, you sell wristwatches, you sell shoes, you sell suits, you sell socks, you sell belts, and other accessories, all right? Now, create a product combo. I'm sure you understand what a product combo is, or bundle, product combo or bundle. With this, instead of offering so many options that leave them confused, you've given more reasons to buy the bundle. Okay? You've given them more reasons to buy the bundle as one or two of the products are their core interest. Now, this is it. Let me cite you an example. Like I have a combo of a beautiful wristwatch, a combo of a beautiful belt, a combo of a pair of shoes, a combo of eyeglasses, a combo of a pair of socks, what again? And a combo of maybe a tie. All right, let's just say that. And then that makes it a bundle. All right, that's the product bundle. Now, you've already calculated the cost for the shoe. You've calculated the cost for the eyeglasses. You calculated the cost for the belt. Make sure that the belt and the shoe match themselves. So if the shoe is brown, make sure the belt you're putting in the combo is also brown. All right. And then make sure that the wristwatch also is not very far from the arrangement in the combo. All right. Okay. So this is what you now do. Demand's interest may be for the shoe, the wristwatch, the belt, and the socks. It may really not need the eyeglasses. It may actually don't need the perfume, and it may not really need the cufflinks. But then these are part of the combo. And also, giving this as a combo looks affordable. All right? Giving this as a combo looks affordable. Now, if this appears too expensive, you sit back and reason it. Making this bundle will make my price very expensive. What should you do? Bring out and then add accessories that are not too high in price. For example, if a pair of shoes costs about 35,000 Naira, now add a cufflink that could cost like 3,000 Naira. Then add a belt that goes with the shoe that could cost like maybe 10,000 Naira. And then add another thing like maybe a pair of socks. And then that could cost like, say, 2,000 to 3,000 Naira. And then spell it out, a wristwatch as additional bonus. All right. Now, let the bundle be within an organized price range. If it's a skincare product, do the same thing. Instead of selling knuckle products, knuckle cleaner separate, skin lightening separate, and pimples removal separate, and okay, let's say those three. Instead of sending those 3 or 4 separate, why don't you make them a combo? Why don't you make them a product combo and offer them as a combo? Because whoever wants to brighten her skin doesn't want to have dark knuckles. You will definitely have interest in the knuckle cream. All right. Who wants to brighten her skin doesn't want to have pimples showing on her light skin. Okay. Let that pimple removal be added as well. With that, you've been able to hold them together. All right. Now, this also will work for even people in real estate. You know, usually, I've said this before, whether you take it or not, try this and it will work better for you. Someone who can pay 3 million naira for a plot of land has a good phone. His problem is not a RAM that you offer during festive period as part of the, if you buy this land, you can get a RAM. The problem of that person is not a RAM. Why don't you offer something that is in relation to the products you are selling? If I get a land from you, I get 500 blocks from you. With that 500 blocks, I can easily fence and secure my land. If I don't want to fence, I can easily bring out my building or can easily buy more blocks and add and bring out maybe to DCP with that 500, or I add another 500 to 1,000. If I'm not building a big house or kind of, I can easily, okay, I know that if I get this one, I can easily bring it out to DCP. Or if you are offering me, okay, I pay for it and I get 20 to 50 bags of cement. Awesome. It's in relation to the product that I'm buying from you. It relates. They are in the same category. Offering me a RAM. What do I do with a RAM? I can afford it if I needed a RAM. I wanted to buy land. RAM to me is not a very good side attraction. Offer me something that will complement what I'm paying for right now. Instead of you giving me that RAM, why don't you give me that money for something? So instead of you trying to make a discount, if you say, I'll give you a discount in equivalence to the RAM, it doesn't sound good. Now, you buy a plot of land for 2.5 million, and then you can get about 50 bags of cement from us. Amazing. A lot of people will jump at it and appreciate. A lot of people will be attracted to buy that property because of that extra offer. All right, this is forming a combo, not an independent thing. Very few people are doing this. You can equally integrate this into your strategy. I just had to divert so that you know that aside physical product, this can also work for something like the land. All right, so instead of selling one item for 1,500, sell 5 items for 9,000 naira and offer free shipping. Okay, so if one of your products is 1,500 each, why don't you make them buy 5 for 9,000? So if you calculate 1,500 times 5, you know that is actually more than 9,000, but we are giving a discount. Buy 5 for 9,000. Or at most times, if you can even join 5, and people won't understand that buying 5 gives them a little, if they even pay higher most times. But because it's a bundle, and then you've told them it's a free delivery. You know, reason is that we are in Nigeria. For those who are selling in Nigeria, even I know people outside here, especially in Africa, who do not want to hear anything about extra costs after they've seen the cost of the product. All right, you will make more profits and sell more products with less stress. It takes the same effort to sell the 1,500 products each, to sell the combo and bundle. All right, the same effort you will take to sell each product for 1,500 is the same effort you will take to sell the combo of 5 for 9,000 naira. So if I were you, Wouldn't I just decide to place the incentive of free delivery and sell more at a go using the same effort? All right, psychologically, you've won the battle of, is there additional charges that everyone asks? Virtually everyone dislikes the fact that I saw 30,000 naira and you're asking me to pay additional 2,000 naira. So many of us have canceled others because of additional charge. No, I don't have extra costs. I don't have budget for any extra cost. If it is more than that amount, forget about it. Many of us have canceled such a, but you know, when someone hears, if you buy this combo that contains 5, you have free delivery. I'm living, excuse me, for someone that is living in Lekki Phase 2, the last time I bought, they charged me 3,000 naira, for instance, to deliver to me. And then this one is offering me free delivery. Well, it means I don't really have any reason to negotiate. Bring it, deliver. So psychologically, they feel they've been able to cheat you. Nobody, no customer wants to be cheated. They want to feel that they have successfully cheated you. You always have to give them that satisfaction that, yeah, you have cheated me. You are paying 9,000 naira for 5 products and you are still getting free delivery. They're already calculating how they have successfully cheated you in the business. It's cool. That's the state your prospect should always be anytime you are getting in touch with it. That emotional satisfaction that they've been able to win, it's a win for them over you. And also psychologically, they have won the battle. All right. They are just getting the product at a very favorable price. You'll be shocked. They'll be talking to people. It's very fair. I didn't even pay delivery fee, you know. All right. So, and secondly, everyone is busy. This is the next thing. Everyone is very busy. They don't have time. Everyone is very busy. They don't have time to start asking you questions about your products in your inbox. How do you post products without features? How do you post products and assume that people really already know what is involved? What you should do is, when you are, before you post your products, assume all the questions your customers are supposed to ask, your prospects are supposed to ask, and answer them briefly in your product sales content. Don't go and write a whole lot of essay in your product content. People are very busy. As a matter of fact, your first line, that's why in sales letter, they say that your first 5 seconds determines if they will read the remaining. So the headline handles everything. Make sure that you briefly explain the features and establish your why factor in your short content and description of the product. All right. Now, this is it. A lot of people post their products and they want people to come and ask them about the price. They want people to come and ask them about what does it do. You are in an area that people have been dealt with negatively. In the area of skincare, for example, they have what I call negative mindset about anyone who sells such products. The first task you have is taking them out of that mindset first. It's a huge responsibility on your part. You were not the one that caused it, but they've had a bad experience somewhere. You coming straight to tell them that your own is different doesn't solve it. You have to be able to mentally and psychologically take them out of that mindset to a new realm by explaining in your content why you are different from whatever they've experienced before. They don't need to ask you before you answer. That's why you need to assume every questions that your prospect will ask and answer them before they ask you. All right? They don't need to ask you if this shoe I'm buying is durable. You need to let them understand the source. You need to let them understand the kind of sole the shoe is made of. You need to let them understand the kind of leather. You need to let them understand the most recommended polish that will make the shoe last. You need to let them understand the most recommended pair of socks that will make the shoe go better in every of your dress. So these are the things that give you leverage over other of your prospects. All right. Now, the solutions, the values, the price, the offer timeline are very important. Now, most importantly, if you sell product that is for sensitive areas like skin, reproductive system, health, etc., virtually all your prospective customers have fears about such products. I've just said that. Everyone, any product goes to sensitive areas. You know, what if I apply this on my skin and I damage my skin, and my skin is seen every day? I go out, right? What if I take this and my health deteriorates? What if this damages my reproductive organs? Okay, for example, for those that sell enhancement products. So what if I was looking for big and even called that and even makes it worse? What if I was looking for the one that will make me tanda gidiba, and then as I used it, it's making me even more indomie than I used to be? You know, these thoughts will always be there. Okay, so these questions don't need to wait. They need to be answered. Assume and answer them. Sit back, get all the questions you think they will ask and answer them before they go, because you don't have time. And then do this. Listen to me. Don't go writing them. People have difficulties reading through. But when you make them in a bulleted way, bullet every of your points, it makes it easy for them to pick the point and then make their decision. All right. Virtually all your prospective customers have fears about your product. That's the truth. Address their fears as though you were right within their thoughts. I just told you. Let them understand you already know they have these thoughts, okay? Address it as though you are thinking alongside them. With that, you've won the first test of trust. You know, when I did a video about funnels, I explained the 3 stages of funnel: the acquisition, the activation, and the conversion stage. Now, these 3 stages before you can gain trust, you know, you need to take them on this journey to a trust level. All right, before you even can think of another stage. Okay, so, but that's a different video entirely. Let me not dive into that. Strategically compare their past experiences in your content. Very important. And justify why what they bought earlier didn't work. You need to know. All right, they don't need to ask you. You need to assume this. You need to speak as someone who understands your competition. You need to speak as someone who knows that there are fake items out there. You need to speak like someone who knows that things like this may not work, but my own is different. All right, so mildly impute your strong guarantee with money back option. A lot of people like this. Should it work as promised? Should it not work rather? Should it not work as promised? All right, so a lot of people usually love this guarantee. Guarantee is very important. All right, it's not enough for you to tell me my own product is very okay. Okay, the most important thing is I have a guarantee for you. All right, raise your offer. That's the next point. Raise your offer as though it's going off in minutes. Don't sell as though you will be there with the same products at the same time forever, at the same price rather, forever. Okay, now this is where urgency comes in. Your product has to come with timing. All right, let that sense of urgency reflect all around your offer. All right, that they can't afford to use the word "I will get back to you." So 90% of the times when we have a contact on our platform reaching out to us, calling us, or sending us WhatsApp message, or going to our funnel to buy, when they saw our ad, they go there to check out. One of the things we miss is the fact that we let them understand that there is still time. All right, 24 hours is too long. People will change their mind within 2 minutes. People will change their mind within 1 minute, sir. So you need to let them understand that the moment they close that page, coming back, they won't meet that page again. The moment they leave that space, they've lost the opportunity of preferring a solution to their problem. They've lost the offer. The moment they leave, they would have lost a lifetime offer. You are offering a lifetime offer. Do you know what it means to make someone look good, attractive, even if you're selling fashion items? It's a lifetime offer. You are very important if you project it as though you are. All right. The words of others will always convince your prospects better than the words directly from you. This is where you should not joke with social proof. All right. I say this often. If you go to Google, if you ask me now and I tell you I'm very good, I'm a marketer, I'm a strategy, and I'm a marketing and strategy coach, and then you may not believe me immediately. If I tell you, okay, I have a very strong understanding of marketing, especially when it comes to the digital space. I have a very strong understanding of marketing beyond media buying, because of course that's even the title of my book, Beyond Media Buying. So if you hear that from me, you may not find it convincing. But the moment you go to Google and type best marketing strategists in Lagos, Nigeria, for example, and then you see my name, between myself that told you that I'm a marketing strategist and Google that brings out to you and tells you the same thing, who would you trust more? Who would you believe more? 98% of every human, 97% of human believe Google more than your words. Everyone that will come in contact with you, 98% of them believe Google more than the words you will tell them. So it's always good for you to use the word of others, even though you were the one that told Google what to tell people. But as long as they saw it on Google, they will believe Google more than hearing it directly from you. So what should you do? Word of others convince others more than your word directly. So don't joke with social proof. Those that have bought your products, what did they say about it? Do they have a video review? Do they have a text review? Do they have an audio review? Don't joke with it. Intentionally request for things like this. It boosts your portfolio. It boosts your brand. All right, people get to trust you better, faster, and easier. All right, you get to make more sales because they've seen that someone else has actually experimented with their money and time. So they are now coming to write on the first person's experiment. So nobody wants to experiment with their money. All right, the words of others will always convince your prospects better than the word directly from you. All right, your social proof is very important. Nobody wants to experiment with their money. I've said that already. Let them know. All right, let them know that they are not the first to experience you. All right, it's always good for people to understand that others have been there before them. All right, share what others have said. Let them know that people have said good things about your products. This will reduce doubt a whole lot, and it will immediately increase your trust and minimize the fear that a lot of people have. All right, it will convince them, irrespective of the amount that you're offering the product. At least they know that people have experimented with their time and money. So they are coming to write on others' experiences and experiments. All right, it convinces better. Don't joke with social proof, irrespective of the product. When people send back to you, I've received the product, I love it, nice. Or if they are fashion items, make sure you have a screenshot of them. I have a particular folder which I name social proof on my PC. I don't joke with it. I name that particular folder social proof. All right, even when I am in a webinar and people are making comments positively, I screen grab them because they are important. I do not joke with social proof. All right, for every product that we sell and people come back to leave a review, we don't joke with it. All right, so this should be very important for your continuous sales. All right, now be very flexible in your approach. This is one mistake a lot of physical product sellers make. All right, I do not do payment on delivery if you are not buying. Go. If you are selling in the Western world, you are safe. But if you are in Africa and most importantly, Nigeria, you need to learn to be very flexible, right? It is okay to have a payment before delivery policy in your business, quite all right, but understand your environment. That's the truth. Understand your environment and be more flexible in your decisions. You will sell more when you let people pay at the point of delivery. That's not just mere words. It's out of my practical experience. All right, so this is what you do. I understand why a lot of people have said, I am not doing again if it's not payment before delivery. You must pay before we send it. And then today you lose 5 customers who refuse to pay. Tomorrow you lose 5 customers who refuse to pay. Now, last year, I signed up for a particular brand for quarterly brand promotion. And then one of the policies that came up was that we are not going to accept payment payment on delivery. And I was not in a haste to convince them. I allowed them experiment the first week, and then they saw the impact of that policy. Then I appealed to them the next week that we should re-strategize. And I let them understand the effect of this policy and the mindset of an average Nigerian. All right? The trust is not there. Why should I trust you with my money when you cannot trust me to send the products? And then you will now say, why should I trust you to send the products when you cannot trust me to send the money? See where the problem is. But there must be a compromise. Who should compromise? The customer will say, oh yeah, keep your products now. And then you are the one with products. When the first person tells you to keep your products, the second person tells you to keep your product, the third person tells you the same thing, and fourth, fifth, how helpful will that be to your business? That is where you have to be more flexible if you are selling physical products. Do this instead. Have what I tagged commitment fee. Now, this is it. If you charge delivery fee most times, but if you apply the strategy of the combo that you offer free delivery, ask for commitments. If the package is, for example, 10,000 naira, ask them to commit, even if it's 1,000 naira. With that, you know that the interest is high, because a lot of people will order and don't show up. But when there is a commitment, the interest is high. So you can use that strategy. At the same time, you can also find a way to make your logistics more flexible to accommodate this. I wouldn't want to tell you how to run your logistics on this particular one. My focus here is on the marketing approach, but on logistics will allow you to reason with that. But this particular approach, you have to be very flexible. All right. Your product images are your best branding. Yeah, very important. Get the best quality images to project to your prospects. It has to attract their sight before it attracts their pockets. All right. Nobody stops when what they are seeing does not appeal to them. Okay. When you see some brands signed up models, they do not sign up models because they have so much money to spend. It's because they want the model to put on what they sell, especially in the area of fashion. Those that are in skincare will sign up those that have good skin. It's not because they have so much money, but they want someone that will showcase an example of what they are selling. So even if you don't have a model, even if you're having a mannequin, let the picture be very sharp. Even if you are just placing your picture, there is something called product image photography. Invest in it. Don't just hold the product at hand and snap. Invest in product photography. You will sell more, all right? And then don't just put your picture that way. Learn Canva. There is a very simple way to design your product image on Canva, and then place a little content, the price, and a beautiful background, and then the call to action. Canva can help you do this. When you learn how to start doing this, just posting your product images like that will reduce. It will push away people that should have interest. But when you start bringing things like this together, and then not you adding so much content. All right, so In one of my videos, I will talk about how to design very simple product image without so much content. And also, I have a particular video on my channel here that talks about content development. You can check it out. You can check it out. It cuts across all areas, both network marketers and all real estate, physical product sellers, and all that. You can understand how to develop short content for your products. All right. So be sure that your product's image is very sharp. That's the thing that will make people stop. First, you hear people like, wow, your product is very beautiful. Your shoe is beautiful. I love the handbag. If the handbag is poorly taken as a picture, nobody would love it. Despite how quality it is, nobody will see the quality. Okay, make sure that your product's quality is depicted in the product image. All right, build a system around your business to keep your most important assets. Now, this is why I am an advocate of beyond media buying. You know, in one of the chapters in my book, I said it that if you have to keep running ads for every customer you get, it means, to keep running paid ad for every customer you get, it means that your business is not at a stage of stability yet. You need to understand that your most important asset as a business person is lead. Leads are your most important asset as a business person. So build a system around it. One-time sale is the worst form of business marketing approach. All right, if someone buys suits from you, he will need shoes. That's a fact. He may not need it immediately, but it will come back. Okay, socks, tie, pocket filler, cufflink belt, boxers, singlets, and the rest. They will come back later. Don't lose them at a single sale. Form a system around them that keeps them on track with your new products, that keeps them on track with your marketing communication. Get a system. Keep their data. All right, engage them further. Build relationship. Keep them and sell more to them. So this is it. People say I'm too busy. I'm the only one handling my business. Would I be able to do that? Now, let me give you a simple thing that you can do. If you're one of those that are using WhatsApp to sell, you don't really have a funnel that acquires lead into your marketing, email marketing platform. If you're using WhatsApp and people come to chat, there is a platform called Label. Make sure that both customers that have bought from you are labeled. Customers that are yet to buy are also labeled. Now, if you are able to separate these two, now you will know when you have new stock. Those that have bought before, you will go to broadcast to them. Those that are yet to buy, you will know the kind of content to also upload to them. Now, those that need low-cost products, you will also know how to categorize them. Now, if the handbag you promoted was for 25K and someone priced it for 15K, you should know that, okay, this category can afford 15K downward. Okay, so what you need to do when you have products that are within 5 to 15,000, you have to let them know about it. All right, so these are, if you're using WhatsApp, it's one of the easiest ways to actually segment your list as well. All right, label them and also broadcast them. Don't only send them message when you are promoting products. All right, occasionally, maybe on a new month, wish them a happy new month without any element of sale. You should know that nobody wants to be sold to. Build that relationship with them. All right, occasionally offer them tips. All right, if you are in fashion, if you are in skincare, offer them the best way to maintain their skin against different skin disease and the rest. If you're in fashion, offer them the best way to maintain shoes, suits, and the rest of the fashion items to last for them. For ladies, also offer them the best way to maintain. If you are selling hair, give them suggestion on how to maintain their hair. As a matter of fact, you should have hey tips once in a while. Maybe if you're a very busy type, you can do it twice monthly. If you have a little time, you can do it once a week. Just give them hey tips. You'll be shocked how engaging these platforms will be, how they will voluntarily share your content. And do this. When you are sharing this, use Canva to analyze this content. So just, you have already arranged your content. The hey tip, tip number 1, put it on a Canva, type it out, put your logo, put your website if you have. If you don't have a website, put your phone number and put your social media handle. Then send the tips to them every week. 1, 2, 3 tips. You will see a lot of them displaying those tips on their WhatsApp status. They will display them on their Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Now, you have people who are voluntarily promoting your brand. Now, this same thing happens on Facebook. When you give tips on your Facebook platform, people voluntarily share your content. And then when they share your content, they may not buy, but as they are sharing your content, they are helping you grow. They are amplifying your reach. All right, they are not buying, but they've gained from you. And then now they are helping you. They are now your mouthpiece. They are sharing that content because they got value from it. They wouldn't even know they share it. Those people you are even attacking and posting, you are not liking my post, you are not commenting, you are not sharing. You wouldn't need to even be bugging them with that. They already will voluntarily adopt and then share your content because they got value. It was not sales. Nobody wants to be sold to. You are strategically selling. All right. Okay, so understand this and implement it always and very effectively. Don't rely on Facebook posts on your timeline or groups only. Use paid ads to upscale your business sales. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. In as much as you must have to organically engage there daily, don't undermine paid ad. Now, you can learn it, even if you've not done it before. It's one of the most important skills for every small business owner. Do everything you can to learn this skill. All right? You cannot, as a small business, you cannot afford to pay people to help you run ads. It will be difficult. You will not be able to maintain it. For instance, if you go to meet someone that truly understands what Facebook ad is and wants to help you run the ad, you may not afford it. So the person that you'll be able to afford may just take your money and not able to deliver results. At the end of the day, you lose both. So the best thing is you sit back, learn effective means of running ad and implement it. It's easy. I have some videos on my channel. You can sit back and watch some of them. You can also pay for the complete course. I have the complete course that will guide you on that. And then you can also learn it and implement it effectively. All right? So learn it, it will help you. And don't forget, if this is your first time on my channel, just click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also leave me a thumbs up and a comment. By commenting, you will help the post, the video, get to more people, and you can also help me share to get to more people so they can also get to learn. Give me a like as well. All right, I upload video every day on this channel, so you get to learn a whole lot of stuff. Just turn on the notification bell and then click on the subscribe button so that you can learn